As you look at the years ahead in your life, are you looking forward with, hope and excitement and good things coming, or do you feel a lot of emptiness and angst and just maybe depression about what's coming? People who study such things tell us that the senior years, your well-being as a person who is getting older after retirement is dependent on three things. Now, retirement looks a lot different for most people today than it has for quite some time. If you are working a traditional job, yeah, the day will come when you no longer work at that job. But so many people now are either, shifting careers in later life or doing, the gig economy and, self-employed. And so it can look a lot different. But your well-being as a person who is getting older is dependent on these three things: money, people, and purpose. Now, money is kind of, self-evident. If you stop working and you don't have any finances, your well-being is really challenged. So at whatever stage of life you are now, taking the steps that you can in preparing financially makes a big difference. Now, if you are in midlife, like I am, maybe there has been a lot of time in your life where you haven't been preparing particularly well, but whatever you do now to prepare financially, cutting back on unnecessary spending, saving as you can, finding out about money, learning about money, those will make a big difference going forward. The second is people. You need people around you. Now, during the recent COVID-19 pandemic, so much isolation has been a problem. Loneliness was an epidemic even before COVID-19 came along. And now isolation and loneliness is even a bigger issue. It is likely that you will have to exert a bit more intentional energy in staying connected with people than you're used to. It's not something I do naturally. I have to be intentional about this, staying connected with people. That may mean finding a group at church and you start volunteering and giving of yourself and staying connected that way. Or maybe it's a Bible study group or a walking group or some two or three friends that you decide, we want to be intentional together. And so we're going to meet once a week, a couple times a month, and just talk about life, just, do life together. Maybe you have family that is, nearby and connected with, and, children, if you have grandchildren. Grandchildren is such a joy in my life. Investing in those relationships, one way to think about it is, who are the people who will be around your deathbed should the Lord tarry? Those are the relationships that you need to invest in the most. And the third aspect that determines your well-being going forward is your purpose. Now, if you have gotten your fulfillment from achievement, as so many people have from doing things throughout your life, this can be a challenge as you get older. And so my encouragement is that God never looks at your life primarily as achievement. He primarily looks at your purpose as who you are and what you can pass on to others. Who you become is so much more important than what you do. So thinking about your purpose, especially as you are getting older, has a lot more to do with how you can pass on the wisdom or the knowledge that you have to others, to those who are coming after you. We all need people that we can invest in, and that is an enormous part of your purpose. What has God built into you that somebody else needs? And I can promise you there is something. You may be tempted to feel like, oh, there's nothing I have that anybody else needs or could benefit from. That's not true. That may be something to pray about, to ponder about. What does somebody else need that you have? And that purpose is something to ponder, to invest in, to put some effort in. Those three things, money, people, and purpose, will do a lot to impact your well-being in the years to come, and they are something that you can do something about. You can invest now to make those a reality. If this is resonating with you, I would love to invite you to our Navigating Midlife online digital course. This is a course especially for women in midlife who are coming up to menopause, going through menopause, or just after menopause, and all the transitions and challenges that we experience in that season. We talk about your physical body, the changes you're experiencing, and how to handle that, the mental and emotional shifts and challenges, and what to do about that, about your relationship and your sexuality, how midlife shifts there and what to do about it, your shifting identity and how this impacts on your purpose and what God has to say about all of this, your view of aging, looking forward with joy and expectancy and not angst. Uh, there is no expiration date on God's purpose for you. I would love to have you come explore that with us in Navigating Midlife. NavigateMidlife.com is the place to go. NavigateMidlife.com, or check the link underneath this video. Do come join us in the Navigating Midlife course. I'd love to see you there, and God bless you.